Hey guys, welcome to another episode. I'm out on a walk right now. I'm about to go meet one of my mentors, I call her. She was my old French teacher, but I love her so much, and she literally reminds me of a mother figure. Even though I have one, it's like I have a second one, like a fairy godmother. And I wanted to make this episode. I actually don't even know what I want to talk about, but since we're on the topic of me going to meet her, I just want to say, cherish who you have in your life. Like, I know that in times of hardship, it might feel like we don't have anybody in our lives, but sometimes the problem is that we're not reaching out to the people who we do have because we're too busy focusing on people who we do not have. And it can get really, it's really easy to do that because a lot of the times in seasons of lack or in seasons of wilderness, it can get really hard to see that little stream of water or to see that little stream of provision because we're so focused on the desert and the sand in front of us, right? But I encourage you to look around, look around, see who do you have in your life? Who do you have in your life where they're a mentor to you? You can proudly say that this person supports you. And if you don't feel like you have somebody in your life, then it's time to start looking around, like more deeply, more carefully, or it's time to focus on probably like the person that you can't see, which would be God. Not the person, but the God that you can't see that's right in front of you, God is with you in everything you do. And I know it's super hard to believe that in seasons of lack, but it's like, if you don't have anybody, you have him. You 100% have him. And another thing, also know and notice that no matter what you go through, God is going to protect you and provide for you, even if it doesn't look like it, even if it looks like the wicked got their way, even if it looks like the person got away with what was yours. Understand that our God is able to get back everything that we lost, whether it was our fault or it wasn't. He is able to restore all of our fortunes. But a lot of us forget to do this one very basic common thing. With our actual parents, we always ask them for things. If we need anything, we always ask them for something. And we don't hesitate. We do not hesitate to ask our parents for things. So it's like, if you can easily ask your parents for things knowing that there's a chance that they will probably give it to you, what more of a chance do you have with God, who's able to do above and beyond what we could imagine, right? And so I just want you to remember that next time you're like lacking something or you need something, pray about it and be specific. Really get into detail about exactly what you want, because though God knows what you want, he wants to hear it from you. God knows exactly what you want and he knows exactly what you need, but he wants to hear it from you. It's like your parent knows you want a toy, but it's like you've not asked the parent for the toy yet. So it's like they want to give it to you, but they want you to ask for it, right? That's the same thing with God. He just wants us to ask for what it is that we need, and he'll provide it for us. So make sure you're asking in detail. Time is running by really, really fast, and we don't have time to sit around here waiting for things to just come to us just because in our minds we want it. We need to be vocal about what we want. We need to be loud and proud about who God is and what he can do in and throughout of our lives, right? And just realize that your breakthrough is coming. I want you to cherish this time that you have to rest, that you have when you're doing nothing. I know it can seem a little bit confusing or it can seem a little bit hard, but in the exact same breath, like, cherish this time while it's here, because there's going to be a time where you're so productive, you're doing so much that you're kind of like, I wish I just could sit down and do nothing at all. So, just make sure you're cherishing every single moment, every single season that you have, because every season, number one, requires a different version of yourself, and every season has a lesson in it that is valuable for you to take on to the next season. And remember, sometimes we're staying in seasons longer than we need to be. Sometimes we're staying in seasons longer than we need to be. You're probably out here asking God, why am I still in the wilderness? Why don't I have this breakthrough you've been talking to me about? And it's like, You have the authority and the power to not just look at your breakthrough, but completely step into it and claim it. And it's like, the choice is yours. Like 9 times out of 10, God is waiting on us and we're not waiting on him. So today, whatever it is he's told you to do, take the risk, take the courage, take whatever, take the strength, take what you need to take and do what he's asked you to do, guys. One little step. It's always the little things that like make the biggest difference. And that's what I've realized. One little step, one little movement can change the whole trajectory of your life, but the choice is yours.